We now have a very large resource with 2.2 million ounces of indicated and 5.4 million ounces of inferred, with a deposit that continues to be open, located in Canada's Yukon territory near Mayo, in what's a mining district with two mines beside us. We have hydro power lines already on the property, roads, even cell phone service, so exceptional infrastructure.
Hello and welcome to the Assay TV. Today I am very happy to be joined by Tara Christie, President and CEO of Banyan Gold. So Tara, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you. It's great to be back on the assay.
It's been quite a while since we've caught up. Maybe you can give us a brief overview of Banyan Gold and the core mission that you have for the company.
So yeah, it's been a while, and Banyan has really grown since we last talked. We now have a very large resource with 2.2 million ounces of indicated and 5.4 million ounces of inferred, with a deposit that continues to be open, located in Canada's Yukon territory near Mayo, in what's a mining district with two mines beside us. We have hydro power lines already on the property, roads, even cell phone service, so exceptional infrastructure. We're really well funded. We have over $42 million in the bank today with 4 drills turning. We will have drilled over 40,000 meters in 2025 with lots of results to come. So this is a really exciting time. And with these gold prices, I think it's really just the start for Banyan.
All right, excellent. And before we get into kind of project details, maybe you can talk a little bit about what do you see as sets Banyan apart from other explorers in the region?
One of the things that really sets Banyan apart is that infrastructure that we have and the quality of the gold deposit that we have. With what we discovered with our new geological model this year, we can really understand now where the high-grade zones are and how to project and extend them with our drilling. And so with this year's drill program, we're targeting that 5 million ounces of +1 grams, and that we know is right near surface in an area with existing roads beside two mines. That really sets us apart as, having that infrastructure in the Yukon, where generally people think that things are pretty remote.
Absolutely. And so you've recently announced a very strategic investment from Alpayana. So how does this partnership align with Banyan's long-term growth vision? Where does it put the company in terms of funding for further exploration and any other plans that you might have?
So this strategic financing with Alpayana is really meaningful for Banyan. They have been watching us. They did a site visit. They understand the geology. They are miners, so they understand that they're what they're investing in. So I think first step is it's a real validation of the quality of our project, our geology, and the team. Not to mention that it sets us up with funding well into 2027, which is a great place to be because now we can really focus on the technical aspects of adding value, where we're going to drill, what we're going to do, make sure that our people know they've got long-term jobs. That's really important for us from the perspective of the strategy that we have moving this project forward.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really an excellent position to for a company to be in, especially a junior miner. And so I thought we can now shift and let's look at the AurMac project. So this has emerged as one of the top open pit gold projects in North America. Can you talk a little bit about some of the key geological features? What makes it so promising?
Well, getting to this threshold of being over 5 million ounces, actually over 7 million ounces, is pretty rare. We're the fifth largest open pit project in North America, and this is an emerging district. So I think there's going to be more ounces found where we are and immediately around us. And, the best place to find a mine is in the head frame of another mine. Well, we've got two mines right beside us. So, our gold is very significant in terms of that. It has a core amount in terms of number of ounces, and we think it shows the grade that is needed to really advance it towards a mine. You'll hear us following up on some of the exciting silver that we have, because one of our neighbors is Hecla, which of course has high-grade silver next to us. And that's a little bit about the story that we're going to talk about. We have over 680 square kilometers between our AurMac and our Nitra properties. which have lots of prospectivity. And before, when we were so capital constrained, we didn't really venture away from the main AurMac zone, where, geologically it's a reduced intrusion style deposit, similar to our neighbor's Sitka and Snowline. With key difference, we haven't found our intrusion yet, except for the dike, which crosscuts our airstrip deposit that's probably related to the intrusion. So lots of excitement for us. That's a huge area to explore. We have lots of geophysical targets and targets where we think we can step out and potentially add meaningful mineralization.
Okay, excellent. And so you've recently expanded your drill program to 40,000 meters and added a fourth rig. So can you talk about some of the key objectives for this drill campaign and any kind of key findings that you've had so far?
So, with our new geological model this year, we knew that this was going to be an exciting year for us to be able to extend those high grade zones. We started out saying, we can see 5 million ounces of a gram. If you look at a cutoff of 0.55 in our existing resource, you'll see that between the two inferred and indicated, there's over 4 million ounces at a gram. And that was sort of guiding us. With this financing, we are now able to upsize the drill program to 40,000 plus meters, which will allow us to really target that. And we're targeting what we know will be within the mine pits because we've done a lot of the pre-scoping study work. We know where our starter pits would be. The discovery that we made at Airstrip with those really high grades, like 16 meters of 9 grams, 40 meters of 4 grams, even 11 grams, 17 grams, 539 gram intercepts, those are meaningfully adding to what we think will be our next mineral resource, and ultimately we'll do a PEA. And it's only at 60 meters depth, so 50% of our drill program is going into airstrip, another 40% into the power line deposit, and 10% into pure greenfield exploration. And we already know where we want to start drilling in March of 2026. So we'll be starting up with 4 drills early in 2026 to continue to follow up on what we now know from that new geological model. So it really is exciting times.
All right, excellent. And so you've had some recent drill results come out from the power line deposit. Can how did these results impact your current resource model, development plans? Do you want to share some of those results with us?
Sure. So the power line deposit, we had lots of 2 gram plus holes, 2.69, long intercepts of 1 gram, which you see on our website. But really, they're validation that our geological model is working. And those were from the focus of the center of power line. We still have lots of results to come from airstrip and power line. We will drill over 100 holes. And at the present time, we've only released about 36 holes. So lots of news flow to come on that. And also following up on our silver, you'll see some information on that as well.
And it's definitely been quite an interesting time for both gold and silver in the markets recently. So that's quite exciting to hear. All right. And so just to kind of wrap it up, do you want to share any key milestones for Banyan Gold for the coming months?
Well, the next few months are going to have lots of news flow for us. Look for us to continue drill results right through into 2026. Look for us to announce what our full plans are for 2026 with that strong funding. Results from our silver exploration, where we're going to follow up on some of that Keno style silver that we've seen on the property. Look for us to have an updated resource on our Highland property, which is near Watson Lake, a secondary asset, but certainly additive and exciting in this gold market. And then in 2026, it'll culminate in a PEA and more drilling. I think it'll be an exciting time all the way through 2026.
Excellent. Sounds great. And, we've got a great feature on Banyan Gold coming out in the upcoming Precious Metals edition. And we'll be sure to catch up at the next one-to-one mining investment Dubai event as well. So you can hear more updates from Tara then. So Tara, thanks for joining us here today at the Assay.
Thank you so much. I look forward to giving you an update in Dubai. I should have lots of news by then.
Sounds great.